really under the gun writing these songs the way I've been doing this, and it's been a challenge. It's actually done really well. The show broke a record last time, probably. Um, but I originally started the show live. So, but I think a fair thing is, and I think I've said this before, maybe to myself, is to cut it off at 10:30, and that's what I'll do. Okay. So, just as a review, Schoolhouse album sales. I have one person I would suggest buy, but I want have some ideas for YouTube content, and that would be Joe and Paul. I think they would be up for buying a copy. They have CDs, and hopefully you saw that what we did. Country song. So no progress there. YouTube channel. So here I am. Made the testimony with Joe. That was great, and more to come with them. I was going to do something with Paul tomorrow, but he's still not 100% healthy, or at least healthy enough to do his testimony. I want to do a playlist with them, so that's the plan. Lots of potential there as far as content. So we'll just take it one step at a time. Nothing else major. I did meet a young lady who I would call an influencer to a degree. We've got a lot of followers to a degree. We'll just say an up-and-coming influencer, being that she's, 17. But I guess there's something to be learned from. One, if you really want to get followers, you can be very proactive. Anytime you meet someone, exchange Instagram accounts, and then you have a bunch of followers. Secondly, I'm finding out that a good way to gain a following is not so much creating content, or maybe a mix in my case, but to comment on other people's content consistently. I mean, like really active, and that takes time, but it's a way to do it. So I would be, I don't know if that's something I would really pursue, but it's good to have an awareness. Rules of engagement, I don't have anything to say about that, except maybe we can go to Bellevue Ballers. I've been doing a correspondence with our company there, Michigan, about the rules of engagement and how to engage people in a market, kind of a busy street. And we will test that out on May 10th. Okay, so music for new music, we can include what I'm doing with Alex. And I know I heard from Tom, didn't get a hold of him. He did ask me about some specifics, and if I don't get a chance to talk to you, Tom, and you hear this, I did talk to Edwin today, and he's helping launch a coffee company. I think making blends or something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. It's not a storefront. It's not retail. But there's some kind of product they're working on. So he's very busy with that, with their marketing. And so I just thought, okay. But he's plans on sending me some of the material that he's got to help make the video, to help make the song we did. In addition, I said he's very, it's out of his wheelhouse to do hip hop, and I just said, well, if we were to get together and sit down side by side, I can help you create the sound that I think would be suitable for hip hop, and he was cool with that. So we'll plan on working on. He's going to get some machine he's ordering from Amazon, and once he receives that, hopefully, I suspect in the next couple of days, possibly maybe the next week or two, we'd get together and create a beat, create a song, which would be super cool. That's really been high on my list of desires to work with somebody. Now I got my man Argyle. We're planning on meeting on Tuesday. I know he's been on vacation, so I didn't hear back from him, but we got the spot to meet. Very thankful. and we'll see what we can do there too. And so, in response to the who's producing, we got Argyle, my coworker, and we got Edwin, my fellow church member. But it's predominantly, I'd say at this point, we haven't put anything down, but Argyle would be the person. And if you want to talk about fine tuning, I almost wonder when it comes to mastering and stuff. I mean, what does AI master for you now? I don't know, but scary. And then I was just listening to DJ Yella with Vlad TV and talk about using AI to have Easy E put some songs together in his voice. It's like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. So it is. I think if you think about it, probably going forward, live shows are going to be very, as digital becomes more surreal, and you're just using AI to have people badmouth another person. It's just really, you gotta be very. I saw that with AI, they're having fake interviews with NBA players, and they're badmouthing their teammates, and it turns out it's just AI, and it's all fake. It's like, oh, it's very good. It's a word of warning to all of us. It's like, better really take our time in what's real and what's not. I mean, this goes beyond fake news. This is actually fake, not just fake news, but fake interviews. How's that for a wrap? So, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're making progress. And again, we'll put an hour and a half. The plans to work together for an hour and a half on Tuesday, tax day, my anniversary. See, my wife and myself will be married for 97. We're coming up on like 28 years. Next is merch. So we did print a shirt at the Intervisions. Got a couple of shirts made, and that was a good experience. I was at UPC the other day, but I didn't really have a good way to get in there and talk to them and see if those shirts sold. But I would like to follow up on that. And if they sell, let's get some more blanks, make some more shirts. Boom. Pretty cool. I think because I believe they had 4 shirts and they're all not on the racks anymore, which means they sold them, but they don't really track that stuff really tight. So it's kind of up to me to really do a better job of who's doing what. But anyhow, Trump's going to thump. Nothing major to say about that. And you'll be glorified. And I did talk to Edwin today because he says his favorite kind of music he wants to make is worship music. He'd be very much more comfortable to make that really quick. And I said, well, yeah, but we could do that, So I just threw it out there. But then he came back to the hip hop and like, okay, well, if you want to work on that, let's do that. Whatever's clever, right? So, nothing really major current events. I don't have anything to say really, except people in my neighborhood are convinced that Trump's a dictator. And of course, he left office last time, but he won't do it this time. Okay, whatever. So that's that. All right, so I'm going to write a rhyme or two. Actually, let me just recite what I have for this and then add probably one line and maybe call it good, because this song is just kind of going and going. And that's okay. I got no problem with that. I think it's just the one verse so far. Like I said, when you only have, I got 2 verses. When you only have like 3 minutes, what can you do? So it's nice to do this. And I'm supposed to get with Will. I think in 2 weeks we're going to make something that's also YouTube related. So let's see. Mama ain't raised you right. Something ain't quite right. Seems like you're walking a rope that's tight. I apologize, but I needed some water or something. You live in the double life, Hollywood, Holly Height. You're small town, but you're big time. Swapping out the neon lights for the limelight. Which way you gonna go, Bo? Which way you gonna go, Luke? The Dukes, the hazards have compromised you. What if you're a wily vet? How strange do it gotta get? How deranged till you don't set quite till it don't set quite right to where you say, I hear you, Mike Dinah, quite right. Is that the hook? I guess I hadn't really thought about a hook. Okay, so my pen is, I see pens over there, but you might have to excuse me for a second while I grab one. Sorry, folks. Oh, oh, that was not good. Oh, okay. Your mama ain't raised you right. What I'm saying is quite right. I guess that's the hook because I don't see a hook. I just kept going unless I want the song to be an ongoing song. Um, okay. I hear you, Mike Dinah. Quite right. Your mama ain't right, raised you right. What I'm saying is quite right. What I'm saying, quite right. To the right is the place to head. Hear me, friend. Get it through your head. Head in the direction of reality. It is about a salary and what a DEI free life could be. You ought to put it on a DIET. We got to shed that extra weight. To see, I see it. I'm thankful not to wait. We in the free and clear. If you can just hear me here. Life gets good when you're free. Free to be you. Free to be me. Was it the you that caused the U turn of events? Maybe mama had her right. Sending you to school made no sense. You get what you pay for, and in case you didn't know, you ain't in the country no more. Not really country no more. All right, so that's kind of my rhyme of the week. Wow, we got a crowd. Uh, so, all right, so let me get on with the rhyme. So I would say we're gonna do our little. If I want to end the song, I can end the song. Your mama ain't raised you right. What I'm saying is quite right. But I didn't really time it, so I can't do that. Okay, so we'll just say, I think it's going to require another verse because I didn't really, it was, I actually don't know. I'm going to take it from the top. So I got to come up with a rhyme. So we're going to another verse, folks. That's just the way it is. Hook here, hook. Okay, what can I say? Um, I like the song Home on the Range, so let me just say it. Home, home on the range. You left and you left and got a home that's strange. So different from how you was raised. Humble from humble beginnings to light's rays. They go, well, stop. That's a rhyme, and that's a rap. Till next time, back to the rhymes.